Hey, welcome back to the channel. This is a local one that kind of tugged at me a little bit. Massachusetts woman, and it's a lottery scam. You hear a lot about those ones as well, so I thought I'd do a small little video just to educate people on these ones as well. This woman here, really, really sad to see something like this happening, especially when it's in your backyard.
5 investigates with a deeper look at those annoying scam calls that most of us get every single day. They're actually a big crime and can often trick our loved ones. 5 investigates, Karen Anderson, found this is a growing problem, most frequently targeting the senior population, Karen.
Yes, and Maria, the FBI says last year in Massachusetts, 1,200 people over the age of 60 lost more than $11 million to scammers. The financial losses are actually believed to be much higher because.
And mind you, those are what we know about. The average senior does not report it because they're embarrassed that they were scammed.
Many older Americans never report it because they feel ashamed or embarrassed. Well, tonight, we hear about the scams and the fallout from a woman who never told anyone what was happening.
I was flying high with all the things I could do. I truly believed that this was going to be mine.
Joan Beavers is a retired school principal and nationally known dog breeder.
School principal, an educated woman. That's why I stress, don't be embarrassed. This happens to people in everyday, in all walks of life, people that are highly educated, medium education, it doesn't matter. What does matter is that you do report it so that we can, know how many people are actually scammed, and we could try to go after at least the ones that we can in our communities or in our country. Most of the times it's another country, and we're unable to chase down the money. Once that money leaves your account, it's pretty much gone. But if it is a local person, having that information just helps law enforcement scoop them up.
I love my dogs.
In 2013, Joan received a call that would change her life. She was told she'd just won $2.5 million in the lottery. All she needed to do was pay a lawyer's fee, some taxes, and the money would be hers.
My answer would have been to deduct it out of my winnings and then send me the remainder. But sometimes people don't think. They get caught up in the moment of all the good that they can do with that money. And I'm sure that that's what this woman was thinking, that she could help, her family, or she can, do so much good. And, she probably has a heart of gold. And here we are with some dirtbag trying to take her money.
Not only could I get out of debt, but how could I help this one and how could I help that one?
When they asked her to put $400 on a MoneyPack card, she did it. When they told her to wire money, she did. But the calls and the payment demands kept on coming. Joan was told each one would be the last, and then she would get her millions.
I was late for school many times because I would run down to get it out really early because all I had to do was send him $150. And it would get this thing rolling. I believed him because he was so believable.
And they do, and they'll try their best to win over the person. They'll tell them everything they want to hear, and they're telling them that they're working for them to get them the money as soon as they can. And it's just a shame that people just have no heart, and they will scam people. It's why I do these videos, so that people can learn. And if you want to help us out, you can go to elderlyonlinescams.com, hit the support key, and, that will help us fund workshops in the elderly communities so that we could teach, the elderly on how not to be a victim. But please at least sit down with one elder and explain this. And if we all do that, we could teach them ourselves. It's very important. I also ask, please subscribe and hit the like button. That helps the algorithm, and that helps my videos get out there so more and more people can see them.
He was so believable. He had the name of all the restaurants in the area. He knew all the streets. He knew everything about my home.
Joan got to a point where she couldn't pay her mortgage. She sold her life insurance policy, borrowed from family and friends.
How much did you lose?
I lost $27,000.
$27,000 that he took from this woman who worked hard her whole life. That is not right.
It's a great loss.
Joan was ensnared in what's known as a Jamaican lottery scam. Scammers there target people in the U.S. and also hire or dupe people here to assist in their criminal con game.
They see these people as prey.
Michael Kroll is the assistant special agent in charge of the Boston office of Homeland Security Investigations, or HSI.
Once they get money from these victims, it's like blood in the water. These criminal networks and these transnational criminal organizations have started to become much more efficient in how they target their victims.
And mind you, once you give money one time, they sell that information to other scammers so that other scammers can take advantage of you as well.
Sounded like I had won something.
Even 95-year-old former FBI Director William Webster and his wife were targeted in a Jamaican lottery scam. In this video posted on the FBI website, you can listen in as the conversations go from nice
72 million. You're the first place winner.
to nasty.
I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill your husband. I'm going to set your house on fire.
The lottery scam is one of many targeting older Americans. The number one scam, con artists who pose as the IRS. Others impersonate police, utility employees, or tech support workers. Federal investigators tell 5 Investigates the fastest growing scheme is the romance scam, where criminals pose as prospective partners on dating websites.
I didn't think anyone did this to people. Why would I think someone would do this to another human being?
After a year and a half, Joan finally admitted to herself she'd been duped. She wrote a letter to the U.S. Embassy in Jamaica. 4 months later, she got a call from an agent with HSI. As a result of her case, 4 people were arrested.
If you could
Good for her. I'm glad she followed up because most of the time, nothing gets done. And I'm so happy to hear that she followed up, she wrote the letter, and somebody on the other end listened to her.
say something to the scammers right now, what would you say?
Please leave people alone. You know, we're good people. You know, we're good people. We've worked hard all our life. You know, leave the elderly alone.
And investigators say there are common things to look out for to avoid these scams. If anyone tells you you won money but wants money in exchange, or they tell you to buy gift or money cards, you're likely being duped. HSI says call your local police department for advice and help. Karen Anderson, 5 Investigates.
Just so you know, most sheriff's departments have programs that will teach the elderly, and she's right, notify your local police. At least make a complaint so that they have a record of it. That is very important. Again, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was educational. Please like and subscribe so that we can bring more to you. Thank you.